Okay, so welcome back to the pool series here at Smokin Cue today. We have a non-ball event going on. It's a pretty big event, 51 players. And we'd like to go ahead and thank our sponsors really quick. Paul Harrison Custom Cues, Erus Productions Laser Engraving, and RJ Ward Crawl Professionals. We got a pretty good matchup here. It's a third round of the winner's side. We have Josh Newman versus Eddie Little. It's going to be a very good matchup. Race to 7, non-ball alternating breaks. So it looks like they're about ready to get started. It looks like Josh is going to break first. Like I said, this is the third round of the winner's side. We actually already saw Josh play a match earlier as he beat Marcus Pendley way back in the first round. So here we are in the third round of the winner's side, which is the final 16 on the winners. Top 12 make the money. So these guys are getting pretty close. Pretty much the winner of this match is actually in the money. Looks like Josh is going to draw break here on the first rack. Non-ball actually hangs in the pocket. Non does not count on the break. And it is also call 9. The rest of the balls can be slopped in. Like I said, alternating break. You are allowed to 3-foul. You're also allowed to jump. You're also allowed to push out after the break. Looks like Eddie's got kind of a tough shot here. I think he's going to... He kind of turned around and said something. I don't know if he called the non-ball or not. This combo, I'm not sure if he really wants to go for this combo or not. It looks like it goes. It's pretty close, I tell you that. Yeah, it did go, and he did call the non. Almost got it. Not a bad shot. I think maybe it's, I think maybe it's pretty smart to kind of go at the non-ball there. First shot of the match. Go ahead and put a little pressure on your opponent. Now he didn't really get lucky enough to get a shot on the one ball. He can still see the one ball. I do expect him maybe to play safe. Who knows? Maybe he finds a way to swing at the non-ball again. He could try to cut this ball into the ball hanging in the corner down there, which I do believe is the 8 ball. Let's see what he does. Remember, you don't have to call every shot. So yeah, he does try to cut that one in the 8. Just barely missed it. Did move the 6 out of the pocket. Didn't really leave Josh with an easy shot. We saw Josh play a great match earlier against Marcus. Josh really made no mistakes. Let's see if he can continue to play like this. He might go ahead and call the non-ball here. I think maybe he can cut that one ball all the way down and go ahead and call the non. I mean, Eddie tried the non his first shot. Maybe Josh can try the non on his first shot. Both of these guys are local players. I'd say both of them live within an hour here at Smokin Cue. All right, let's see what Josh has decided to do. I did not see him call the non. And yeah, there he goes. He calls the non now. Okay. See if he tries to cut it or play the carom. If you play the carom, you can pretty much guarantee yourself you're going to get safe afterwards. If you try to cut it the one down, you might end up leaving the shot. So he does play the carom. Yeah, what a great shot. Great shot by Josh. He did get the safe if he did not make it. Very solid shot by Josh. Looks like he's still playing good from when we last saw him a few hours ago. Takes a 1-0 lead. It'll be Eddie's break. Rack your own. Let's kind of see what happens here. We're moving along pretty quick here in this tournament. 51 players. As we've said, lots of big names today. These two guys being 2 of them. All right, so let's see what Eddie can do here on his first break. Josh broke from the left, draw broke, hung the non. Let's see where Eddie breaks from here. Eddie's going to break from the right side. Let's see if he fares a little bit better. All right, looks like Eddie's going to make 3 balls. I'd say his break was a little bit better. Our scoreboard should update here in a minute. I don't know exactly what's going on. Eddie made 3 balls. Does not appear to have a shot on the 2 ball though. It always kind of sucks when you make 3 balls and don't really have a shot. Like you really want to just run out after making 3 balls on the break. So he does just play safe. I don't think That's exactly the kind of safe he was wanting. I don't know exactly what he was trying to do. I think maybe he was trying to hopefully hit it a little thinner and leave the 2 behind the 9. Didn't quite work. And if there's one thing we learned from Josh's match earlier, it's that Josh is probably out from here. I mean, like I said, the match we saw him play earlier, he did not really miss a ball. 1-7-1 here on the stream table. So he's also used to the table. This will be Eddie's first match here on the stream today. Of course, we have multiple diamonds here at Smokin Cue, and they all kind of play the same. So just because he hasn't played on this table doesn't mean it's going to cause him problems. So Josh does make the 2, drew it back for the 3 in the side. Rolls across center of the table for the 4. I don't know. I'm thinking the 7 goes past the 9. That's what he's kind of looking at right now. We do know Josh is a little methodical player. He's going to make sure everything's correct before he goes to shoot. He's going to make sure he knows what he's going to do. Makes the 4 ball. I'm guessing maybe now the 7 does not go past the 9 because he got more of an angle on this 6 than I think he would have if the 7 went by. Because if the 7 went by, I think you could just leave the cue ball where the 6 is. But now I think you can come across table for the 6 and the 7 in the same pocket. Will kind of be how I would play this from here. Yeah, that's exactly how he did play it. And that might be the first shot that we've seen Josh miss. You could kind of see him let up a little bit on that shot as he didn't really want to overdo it. He kind of let up a little bit, hung it in the pocket. I think he did hook Eddie. Eddie's going to have to pull out the old jump cue here. No, maybe he can see it. Maybe he can barely see the the edge of it, or maybe he's going to try to kick at it. It looks like he's going to try to kick at it. I guess he does not like to jump it. Our scoreboard finally updates. Sorry, hey, this is our first tournament. There's going to be a little technical difficulties here and there. Don't hate us for it. Beautiful kick shot by Eddie. Beautiful. You could see him point at that second rail. He did want to play it off that second rail first. Now he should have the 7 in the side. Going to be a tough shot, though. It's not the easiest of shots. But it definitely could be a worse shot from where he was just at on the 6. All right, so he does play the 7 in the side with perfect shape on the 7. Looks like Josh is going to concede it. 1-1 now. 1-1, we're going to go back to Josh's break. The scoreboard updated a lot quicker that time. We're on top of it now. We know what we're doing now, boys. We'll take this 2 very quick games there. I mean, we're not even 10 minutes into this match, and it's already 1-1. Let's go ahead and thank our sponsors once more. Paul Harrison Custom Cues, Erus Productions, Laser Engraving, and RJ Ward Crawl Professionals. So Josh's second break here of this match. Remember, Josh's first match on this table, he won 7-1. So, seeing if he can do it again. Looks like his break's not working as well now, though, as he dry broke again. Didn't really have a shot on the 1 ball. The balls are kind of locked up all over the place. Not really the best break again. That's 2 in a row by Josh, after seeing him break really well earlier. Maybe he's just not spending as much time when he's racking down there, or maybe he's just barely hitting them off a little bit, or maybe the table's changed up a little bit, since the start of the day. Eddie attempted to cut the 1 ball. That was a very tough shot. He did miss it. Gonna leave Josh a shot here. Should be easy position for the 2 ball. Yeah, perfect shape on the 2 ball. Now just kind of draw this cue ball back an inch or 2 for the 3 in the side. Actually, really, you probably want to draw it back about a foot, maybe. That way, then you can play the 4 on the other side. Would be what I'm guessing here. We'll kind of see what he decides to do, though. So he just kind of does a stop shot. I guess he's just going to want to run into the 4 ball. A little jacked up over the 7 here, though. I still expect him to be okay. Oh, no, he just plays safe from there. That's a very smart shot. I still would have probably attempted it. Maybe that was his plan the whole way. Maybe the 3, he didn't really like the 3 in the side with the 8 ball sitting there. Very solid shot, though, by Josh. Great defense. We saw him play a few good safeties earlier as well. Definitely looks like he's on top of his game today. Looks like he's coming out to whoop some ass. So Eddie with a kick shot here. I mean, obviously both players are playing well today, making it to the third round of the winner's side. All right, so Eddie's going to jump it this time. He's kind of blocking the view a little bit, so we can't quite see. I'm guessing that was a good hit. We saw the 3-ball move. Very good jump shot there by Eddie. Looks like he might have got a little safe back. I can't tell really if Josh can make this ball or not. I don't think he can. Yeah, Josh could not make it. Tried to play safe back. 3-ball hits the 9. Leaves Eddie a shot here, kind of with a little bit of an open table. Let's see if Eddie decides to go offensive here and kind of go for this ball all the way down. I know I would, but, you know, there's a reason I'm on this side of the microphone. And there's a reason why he's on that side. Looks like he is going to try to cut it all the way down, though. All right, so, ooh, wow, it hung up. I thought he hit it pretty good. Kind of hung up. Now Josh has a great layout for a run here. I really thought Eddie made that when he shot it. I really thought it was in. I'm not gonna lie, it looked like he hit it pretty good coming down this rail. These pockets are not the smallest, but they're also not the biggest. I think they're 4 1/4. Josh might have overdrew that ball just a tad. I know he was wanting to play it in the side. Now he either has a tough cut in the side or maybe another safety. Wouldn't surprise me if he just plays safe from here. Yeah, Josh kind of misplayed that shape there. I think we were all kind of thinking that he might have been out from there with the 3 basically hanging in the pocket. Instead, he just kind of overdrew that a little bit. So I think he's thinking about going for this ball on the side. My only problem is, does the 5 go past the 6? Yeah, that's what he's looking at now. Because if it doesn't, then you kind of have to hit this ball kind of hard to maybe play the 5 in the other side. He's definitely going for it, though. He's definitely going to play offense here. He didn't quite get it. You could tell he kind of rushed it a little bit. Kind of just got down and shot it. All right, so now I'd like to think Eddie has a decent layout here for a run. But I was just wrong, about Josh running out. So we'll kind of see what happens. Eddie does just slow roll that. Should be able to play the 5 and the 6 in the same side here. I think he came out a little bit further than he wanted, but still should be able to come up and down the table. Is, I think what he should do here. He might just try to stun the ball maybe. Yeah, I think he can just kind of stun the ball over. Yeah. He didn't need to go all the way up and down. Very nice shot there. He puts a little power into that one. I like that one. That's a good shot right there. Perfect shape on the 7 in the corner. See if he draws this back a tiny bit or goes forward with it. He's going to go forward with it, I believe. Yeah, go forward just a little bit for the 8 in the side. Roll down a little bit for the 9 on the other side would be kind of what I'm thinking here. Kind of what I'm seeing. Exactly. Perfect shot. Josh, it looks like Josh is going to make him shoot it this time and not concede it. All right, so 2-1 Eddie. Very solid out there. And it's also his break. He's got a chance to take a little bit of a lead here. Anytime you can get a 2-game lead in alternating break formats, I think is kind of a huge advantage, especially early in the set like this. Remember, it is a race to 7, as you can see. We do appreciate everybody watching. Make sure to check out the Facebook page, the Pool Series. Check out the YouTube page, also the Pool Series. Watch some other matches. Watch some live content. Who knows? We'll be doing a bunch of tournaments in the future. All right, so Eddie's going to break from the right. Again, he made 3 balls last time. Let's see what he does this time. All right, looks like he made 1, 2, 3. Did he make 3 balls again? I think he made 3 balls again. Wow, and still does not really have the best shot on the 2 ball though. Very discouraging. Maybe a little better chance at a safety this time though. Last time he didn't even really have a great shot at a safety. This time it looks like he does have a way better safety. You know, he's at a way better spot to play safe from here. I think he might put the cue ball maybe on that top rail up there. No, he puts the 2 ball down there. Okay. And brings the cue ball behind the 8. Didn't quite get there. Josh can make this ball. But the cue ball is on the rail. So I do like that safety. That is a pretty good safe. So that's twice now Eddie's made 3 balls on the break and still didn't have a shot. That's very discouraging. You'd rather almost just make like no balls. All right, so let's see what Josh does here. See if Josh can make this shot. It's a long shot off the rail. And he didn't quite get it. I think he was maybe a little worried about holding in shape for the 4. Definitely doesn't look like Josh is playing as good in this match as he did in the last one. But still plenty of time left in this match, though, so we'll see what happens. See if Eddie cuts this in the side here. He does. Very good shot by Eddie right there. Did he get rewarded? I don't think he got rewarded there. I think he bumped the 9, and it kind of blocked him. I think from the 4 ball. So far Eddie's not really getting any good rolls here. Making 3 balls on back-to-back breaks with no shot. Now making a tough shot and kind of bumping a ball to get hooked. He's going to call the 9. He's going to try to kick bank this ball. Kick bank combo here. This could be the shot of the day so far here if it goes. Obviously it must be close or he wouldn't call it. Well, I guess we will never know as he did not even hit the 4 ball. I really expected him to hit the ball. I didn't expect him to give up ball in hand there. So Josh with ball in hand. 5 balls on the table. Obviously the 4 and the 9 are pretty close. Everything else is spread out pretty good. Let's see if Josh can get out from here. Makes the 4, draws it up for 5 in the side. Again, I think drew it a little further than he wanted. His speed appears to be a little off here so far early in this match. I don't know, maybe the table's playing a little faster than it was earlier. Maybe it's playing a little slower than it was earlier. I don't know. You know, tables can change throughout the day. So he's going to come around the 9. Looks like he's going to end up with perfect shape on the 6. I mean, that's not perfect shape. Could have been a little closer, but, I mean, that's about... Oh, no, he's shooting the 7 ball. I'm sorry. Okay, that's the 8 in the middle of the table. Wow, I'm sorry. My eyes are going blind. I'm old. All right, so stop shot there on the 7. Got the 8 pretty much dead in the side here. He's definitely starting to take his time a little bit more. That's kind of like what he did in the first match. All right, great shot there. Got a little cut on the 9 in the corner. Very makeable shot, though. See how he plays this with the cue ball. See if he just kind of draws the cue ball over the side rail or what exactly he does here. Definitely looks like what he's going to try to do. Yeah, he fires that ball in there with a little bit of bottom, and he ties up the score, 2-2, and it'll be his break again. So we're right back to square one. Eddie had a chance to kind of take a little lead there. Instead, we're right back to square one with Josh about to break at 2-2. This match is going a little quick here. These guys are playing pretty quick. We'll go ahead and thank our sponsors once more, Paul Harrison Custom Cues, Erus Productions, Laser Engraving, and RJ Ward Crawl Professionals. Thank you guys so much as we're here at the Smokin Cue today. Got a very tough field of 51 players here for this 9-ball tournament. $1,000 added. All right, so Josh is going to break from the left again. He's had 2 draw breaks here so far in this match, and break was really all that great, to be honest with you. All right, is that another? I think that's another draw break. It's another draw break. I'm not sure exactly why they're draw. He's got the non-ball moving around, so maybe he's not racking them the best. Also, I don't know. I don't know. He's not getting the wing ball to go in. Not ever really leaving a shot on the one ball though. So he's getting kind of fortunate on that. Eddie's jacked up here. Going to play safe on the one. Let's see if he gets safe. Wait for him to move out. I don't think he got safe. I think the one ball came out a little more than he wanted. So let's recap here. Eddie's made a ball, 3 balls on each of his breaks and not had a shot. Josh's draw broke all 3 times and not really left Eddie a shot. Josh fires in the one ball there. Very solid shot. Now he's going to come around and see where it needs to be for the 3. Should just be able to kind of draw this ball back out to the center of the table. Just like that. Maybe went a little too far. I think he's a little too far. Yeah, he's going to hook himself. So he's overhitting balls here in this match. It's a couple now we have seen him overhit. And I think they've all pretty much been off the draw. He's a little too powerful on his draw shots here. Kind of a tough kick from here too. Probably going to try to kick safe. He's pretty good at kicking. That's exactly what he was trying to do. Kick safe. I think now that cue ball is going to end up coming all the way back over. Leave Eddie a shot. And it's almost natural position to the 4. So should just be able to focus just on making the ball and not really worry so much on where the cue ball is going to go. Because it should just go naturally right where you want it. Oh, wow. Eddie missed it. You can kind of see him twitch his arm maybe a little bit there. And he overhit it as well. I think he might have left Josh a shot also. Definitely was not what I was expecting. I was expecting Eddie to make that ball. All right, so here we go. Let's see if Josh makes this 3 and what kind of shape he gets on the 4. He does make it. Actually makes the 5 also. He hit that ball pretty hard. Makes this a little more difficult for him because now he's kind of got to hold shape for the 6. Whereas before, it was almost going to be natural shape on the 5. So actually by making the 5, it actually hurt him a little bit. Because now he's got a difficult shot and he's got to worry about shape. Might still even be able to come over for that 6 ball where the 5 went. He did not make it. Did hold shape though. I told you that was a very tough shot trying to hold shape. Maybe he should have probably just thought about bringing the cue ball all the way over to the left and playing the 6 in that same pocket where he played the 3 and the 5. Maybe that might have been the way to go. I don't even think that crossed his mind though. So Eddie pretty much has almost the same shot. It would be a lot easier to hold the cue ball though. Eddie's also going to miss it. Neither player is playing their best right now. I will say that. Both these players are very strong. Both these players are very good. 2 of the better players in this tournament. And so far, they're just a little off. I don't know. Maybe the pressure of being the winner makes it to the money. I'm not sure. You never know. Let's see if Josh makes this ball here. Kind of a tough cut. Yeah, he missed it again. Kind of stood up on his shot a little bit that time. That's a couple of times now I've kind of seen him do that. Definitely getting each player definitely getting a few more chances than I thought they would have. I thought that we would have seen a few more break-in runs. Maybe also, they're feeling a little bit of pressure because the last match on this table was BJ Ussery and Jesus Atencio. So maybe both guys are like, oh man, we got to follow that. Let's see, I can't tell. I know he missed the shot. I can't tell where the cue ball is. That was a tough shot, though. I was kind of surprised he even went for it. Maybe he's showing a little bit of frustration here with how he's playing. I expect Josh to play safe here. Let's see what he does. No, Josh went for it, missed the 4-ball again. They're having a really hard time with this 4-ball here, this rack. I mean, they've each had about 4 shots now. I think it's finally about to come to an end, though. Eddie definitely has a shot now. It's hanging in the pocket also. There's no way this 4-ball makes it past this shot. I think it's finally going to be gone. It's finally going to go home. He did make it. And going to play the 6 in the same pocket. I think I'm just happy to see that 4-ball gone. I was kind of tired of watching them shoot at it. Eddie hit the 6-ball a little tough there. A little tough. Got a little close to the 7-ball there. Could have been a lot easier of a shot. Still a shot that he should make, though. Yeah, perfect shot. Nice and soft there. That was very good speed on that 7-ball. Kind of jacked up here a little bit for the 8. Also a very good shot. And he got straight in on the 9. Looks like Josh is going to concede it. That was a pretty decent out. Eddie made it a little tougher than he needed to there when he hit that 6-ball, but still a very solid out. Makes it 3-2 now. Eddie's lead, and Eddie's break coming up. Once again, Eddie has a chance to take a 2-game lead. Let's see if he takes advantage of it this time and see if he can actually get a shot after the break. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if he breaks from the right side again. See if he makes 3 balls again. I think he would trade, leaving one of those balls on the table for a shot after the break. All right, so he makes 1 this time. And the cue ball. All right, so I think he took a little bit off of that one. Only made 1 ball. And he scratched. You can tell I don't think he hit that one as hard. So Josh with ball in hand. Pretty good spread here. I mean, I don't really see any problems on the table. Looks like he's waiting on somebody behind him. There we go. Looks like he's ready now. Let's see. Did he get straight in on the 2? He is a tiny bit tough. He's kind of in the way. We can't exactly see. No, yeah, he got straight in. That was a very solid shot right there. Now just draw this ball back. Probably wants it a little above the side pocket. All right, yeah, that's the perfect angle that he wanted. See if he can kind of get into a rhythm here again. He's been a little off so far this match. Just kind of slow rolls that one in. Now going to play the combo, the 4-7 combo. All right, he hit that ball very good. Very solid combo shot there. He could be out from here. I mean, this so far looks like the best rack that he's played. Drew that ball back out to the center of the table. Perfect shot. Finally didn't overhit one there. That's kind of like that's basically the shot that he's been overhitting so far this match. He did not overhit that one though. Let's see what he does on the let's see what he does here. I think he might come over there where he's at. Just like that. Play it in the corner. I wasn't sure if he would play it in the corner or hit it super, draw it a lot and play it in the side, but he played it a little soft. That just kind of stun this ball over, play the 9-ball in the corner on the side that he's at, just like that. Solid shot. And this is definitely the best rack that we have seen so far in this match by either player, really. All right, so he kind of powers that one in there too. I think he's trying to get loosened up here. So 3-3 now. We're tied up once more. These guys kind of keep going back and forth. Whoever breaks kind of seems to lose the rack. So 3-3 here in this race to 7. That's Smokin Cue. We are the Pool Series. Thank you for watching, and we're sponsored by Paul Harrison Custom Cues, Erus Productions Laser Engraving, and RJ Ward Crawl Professionals. So alternating break gives this back to Josh. Let's see if he can finally make a ball on the break in this match, as he's going to break from the same exact spot as he has been. He hit those balls, I think, a little better. Still didn't make anything, though. Actually left Eddie somewhat of a shot on the one ball as well. This will be the first time this whole match that Eddie has had a shot after the break. He's a little jacked up, going to grab the bridge. But he's got to be thinking to himself, wow, I finally get somewhat of a shot on this, after the break. And let's see what he can do with it here. Let's see if he can make this ball and just kind of draw the cue ball back just ever so slightly. Maybe even just a stop shot would work. No, he kind of rolled forward with it. I guess he didn't really like trying to stop it with the bridge. It looks like he did have the two ball, though, almost straight in all the way up. But hangs the one ball. Josh kind of looking around to see how I think he wants to play shape here on the two. Looks like he might have got pretty good shape there. Didn't overhit that one. So Josh played pretty good that last rack. Yeah, think to yourself here, if Josh kind of runs this rack here from here, now all of a sudden, things are starting to look up for him, and he's kind of starting to get in rhythm. This could be bad for Eddie. Eddie kind of needs Josh to mess up a little bit here. Something crazy happen. Obviously, I'm not going to wish that on either player, as I like both these guys. They're both really cool. Josh kind of overhits that one a little bit. I think he was afraid of getting behind the 5. Instead, he's going to be jacked up over the 5. He's just overhitting balls just a little ever so slightly. He's overhitting them here in this match. When we saw him here earlier, he was playing perfect, and I mean dead perfect. All right, let's see kind of what happens. He should still be able to make this ball, and doesn't really have to hit it hard to get shape on the 4. He does hit it hard, though. Comes 3 rails. That's a really good shot. Very confident right there. Very confident shot. You're feeling good, I think, when you go for that kind of shot, being jacked up in the middle of the table like that. All right, so let's kind of see what he does from here. Should be able to just kind of roll forward a little bit and play the 5 and the 6 in the same pocket. 7 ball can be a little tricky, though. 7 ball might be a tad bit tricky. All right, so let's see if he just rolls forward a little bit and comes back down off this rail. Yeah, just like that. Kind of wants it to stop a little bit. It's kind of keep rolling. Once again, it might have went a couple inches a little too far there. Still should be okay. Still a 7 ball that's going to be a little bit of a trickiness, because I don't think it can be cut in the side. Maybe it can. So I think he might just roll forward with the 5 actually and play the 6 in the other corner with the angle that he has from here. I know that's not exactly what he was wanting to start with, but it's always good to be able to adjust what you have and kind of go on the fly. So he's going to try to get basically straight in here on the 7 ball, so he can just kind of run it down this rail. And then probably maybe just try to draw the cue ball back a little bit. Let's see if he gets straight in. He's going to get straight in. Very good shot right there. Now just kind of draw the cue ball back a little bit. Just kind of basically just get it off the rail. All right, let's see. Not the easiest shot in the world, though. No, you get that ball perfect with a lot of draw. Almost scratched, though. Man, I don't think he wanted to draw it that much. I'm surprised he got the cue ball there, really. Now, all of a sudden, this is a very difficult shot. Cue ball basically hanging in the pocket. Kind of a slight cut. All right, Josh makes it look pretty easy there. Kind of bumps the 9, kind of gets a fortunate roll straight in all the way up. He hits that ball good. Pretty solid out right there by Josh to take a 4-3 lead. His first lead since it was 1-0. So there you go. Now it's going to be Eddie's break because alternating break. Eddie's lost the last 2 racks now, so Eddie knows he probably needs to pull out a win here. And he's been breaking them pretty well. I know he scratched on his last one, but it was still a pretty good break. The ball spread pretty well. He did make a ball. He took a little power off of it though from his first two breaks. His first two breaks he hit a little more powerful and made 3 balls both times, but didn't have a shot. So I think last time he kind of took a little bit off, kind of hoping that maybe he would have a shot, and he would have had a shot if he didn't scratch. All right, so he makes 2 balls. Did he make 3? He made 3 balls. The cue ball did go in the side pocket, same side pocket as last time. That's got to be a little frustrating right there if you're Eddie. Another solid break, another 3 balls on the break. He's definitely racking them good and hitting them good off the break. Just, I think, just some bad rolls off the break, though. So Josh with ball in hand, 6 balls on the table. Josh with 2 back-to-back racks where he had good runs. So you got to know he's feeling it. He's starting to get him stroke a little bit. Would not surprise me if he gets out from here. He does make the 2 in the side. Should be able to make this as well. Draws the cue ball back out. Probably a little further down table than he wanted. I think maybe he's wanting it to stay a little more center table, but still in great shape here. Just kind of slow roll that one across. See if he comes above the 9 here for the 8 ball. See if he comes above the 9, or see if he, see how he plays shape here. You can tell he's kind of thinking about it. At first he was just about to shoot it, but I think he's a little more straight in than he would have liked to have been. All right, so he goes forward 3 rails. Going to overhit it just a tad. Going to actually end up hitting the 4th rail there. He's overhit a lot of balls. Now this is a difficult cut shot. This is back-to-back games with a difficult shot on the 8 ball. You do back-to-back difficult shots on the 8 ball. I don't know how great the odds are of making both of them. He did make the last one. Looks like he's going to wait on somebody on the table next to him there, as it gives him more time to look at this ball, more time to be prepared. Sometimes it's good to have a little bit of time to prepare, though. And now he's going to walk around the table instead of just staying in one spot. Keep the legs moving, keep the blood flowing. Also, just get a little bit of a different angle to look at this ball. I think it's a very smart move there by Josh. You don't want to just stand still and get cold and just get, you want that blood to keep flowing by walking around. And it's good to take a little different angle look at the shot. All right, so it looks like he's ready now. Let's see if he can make this ball. All right, he's going to stand back up. He doesn't like it. He definitely does not like this shot. Nobody should like this shot. All right, he's going to chalk his cue once more. Now he's going to get down. Let's see what he does. Very solid shot by Josh right there. Oh, unfortunately, he's scratching the side. I think he tried to slow roll it to avoid that. I think he knew that was going to be a possibility. Kind of a bad roll there. Going to make it 4-4 now. 4-4 will be Josh's break. I think Josh was a little confused on whose break it was even. So 4-4, even race, or even score again. They keep going back and forth. And the sponsors for this tournament today: Paul Harrison Custom Cues, Erus Productions Laser Engraving, and RJ Ward Crawl Professionals at the Smokin Cue in Charlotte, North Carolina. All right, so 4-4, Josh's break. This has been a tight match both ways. Neither player has played their best. They've each made mistakes. Maybe from here they both play perfect, though. All right, so Josh finally makes a ball. Finally makes a ball on the break. And the 1 ball almost hanging in the pocket. Cue ball almost center table. Does have a shot. Maybe they are both. Maybe this is going to start the perfect portion of this match. We have yet to see a break and run by either player. Both great players. Eddie Little, Josh Newman. Both of them are super good. Super talented. Super fun to watch. We have yet to see a break and run after 8 racks. All right, so Josh does make the one ball. I think he's going to kind of overhit it, though. I think he did not. I don't think it came off the way he wanted. Probably going to have to play safe on the 2. Looks like we will have to wait a little bit longer to see a break and run. Josh is going to grab the bridge here to play safe. Safe, no doubt, coming. Probably put the cue ball behind the 9 is going to be what I'm thinking. No, he's going to actually thin it on the left side. I think he was wanting the cue ball maybe behind the 9. Definitely that was not what he was wanting, as he leaves Eddie a view of the full ball. Looks like the 2 might be on the rail, though. I can't exactly see from here how far off the rail it is. Eddie's looking to see. Doesn't say anything, so I guess we will not know. I think it might be on the rail. If it is, would not surprise me if Eddie tries to cut it in. If it's not on the rail, then I think you play safe and probably just try to put the cue ball behind the 9. See what he tries to do. He's kind of blocking the view a little bit. All right, so he basically just kind of thins it. I think he was wanting the 2 ball behind the 9. Definitely not what he was wanting. Leaves Josh full view of the 2. Kind of a tough cut. We've seen Josh make a couple of tough cuts in this match, so he's definitely going to go for it. Definitely looking at it. And honestly, I expect him to make it. Not only does he make it, but he hit it nice and soft. He's very good at hitting that ball soft. Center of the table now for the 3. I believe the 4 ball goes past the 9. Definitely goes past the 9. Pretty natural shape here to the 6. You want to leave yourself a little angle on the 6 to be able to get on the 7. Just like that. Looks like Josh is starting to pick up a little bit of steam here in this match. Pick up a little momentum. All right, so he goes forward with that ball. Almost scratches in the side again. Perfect shot though. I think that's almost exactly where you want to be really for this shot. There you go. Just kind of draw it back a little bit, straight in on the 8. You can kind of draw this ball back just a tad. Pretty much just play the 9 down there in the corner, just like that. As he calls the pocket, and he fires it in, and just like that, Josh has a 5-4 lead. And it'll be Eddie's break. We keep going back and forth, so I do expect Eddie to win this next rack. So Eddie, his first 2 breaks, he makes 3 balls. Neither time does he have a shot on the 2. His last 2 breaks, he has scratched in the side pocket. So it'll be interesting to see what happens on this break. Maybe if it changes, maybe it's not 3 balls, maybe it's not a scratch, maybe it's something different. Maybe it goes back to being 3 balls and not a shot on the 2, or maybe he just scratches for the 3rd time in a row. See if he breaks from the same spot again, or see if he changes it up. Looks like he's going to break from the same spot, which is on the right side rail. All right, let's see what happens here. All right, so it looks like we are going to have a different outcome this time, as it is a dry break, with Josh having a great shot on the 1. Pretty good spread. Definitely not what Eddie wants to see right there. Now Josh has a chance to kind of run out and basically get on the hill here. And it would be his break next. So for Josh, this is exactly what you want. For Eddie, this is not what you wanted at all. Josh makes the 1. Going to make the 2 in the side. Should be able to draw this ball over for the 3 in the corner on that side of the table. Would be what I'm thinking here. I don't know. Maybe he's looking at something different. I guess he doesn't like it. He doesn't like something here. All right, so yeah, he did just draw the ball over. I think he got a little lower than he wanted. I think he needed that cue ball maybe a little closer to the side pocket. Maybe he's looking at the 8 ball. See if the 8 goes past the 9. I'm not sure if it does from here. Also, I'm not really liking this 3 ball shot to get shape on the 4. So he has a good view of the shot here. Let's see what he can do. I think he's going to try to draw the cue ball into the 5. Well, he missed the 3, did scratch, tied up the 6 and the 7 though. So does make this a little funky table here now. Eddie with ball in hand. Got to be happy to be at the table here. You can see him kind of upset at the 6 and the 7 being tied up. But you know deep down he's thinking to himself, hey, I'm glad to be at the table here with the score still 5-4. He was probably thinking after that break the next time he'd get to the table. Well, he might have thought to himself, maybe there's a chance he doesn't get back to the table at all this whole match. He's looking around at what to do here. You can kind of get an angle on the 4 and bust out the 6 and the 7. Of course, the only danger is, will you end up with a shot on the 5? But I think that's definitely what he's looking at. And I definitely think that's the right shot. Yeah, play the 3 in the side and try to get the correct angle on the 4 to knock out the 6 and the 7. Oh, no, he's going to try to knock out the 6 and the 7 there. Okay. Also a bold move. I like it, though. Does come up with a shot on the 4 ball. I did like that. I did not even think about doing it with the 3 ball. Did not even think about that at all. Looks like he's going to grab the bridge here for this shot on the 4. All right, let's see what he does. He's kind of trying maybe to put a little bottom English here on this ball. Great shot. Great shot with a bridge. Drew the cue ball out. Perfect shape on the 5. It's a really good shot right there by Eddie Little. Now he's looking up at the score, glancing up, probably thinking to himself, hey, it could be 5-5 here in a second. Sometimes it's not good to look at the score, though. Sometimes you probably don't need to be looking up there. I know I find myself looking up there, though, as well throughout the match. All right, so let's see here. He kind of just draw this ball back out to the center of the table off the side rail. No, he just kind of drew it straight back. He didn't even need to bring it over to the side rail. He was a little more straight in than I thought he was. Pointing at the spot that he wants for the 7 ball. Let's see if he gets to that spot. Let's see how close he gets to that spot. Remember that spot where he pointed at. Let's see how close he gets to it. Let's see. I think he's going to overhit it, so he's not going to end up in that same spot. He is along that. He's not even really along that line. That cue ball kept rolling. We're seeing both players kind of overhit some balls here. I don't know if it's nerves have got to him a little bit, or maybe they're just having a bad match. Maybe both players just having a bad match. All right, so here we go. Eddie should be able to cut this 7 ball in, and maybe come below the 8 ball, or maybe try to draw it over to the left side. Well, he did not make it. It looks like he was trying to come over for to the left side. Didn't really leave Josh a shot, though. I mean, he didn't get safe. Josh can see the full ball, but not really a shot. I mean, that bank does go, I think, but that's a tough shot. Not really the easiest as safety from here. Luckily, the 8 ball definitely does not go past the 9. Of course, the 8-9 combo is now an option as well. I mean, other than making the 7 ball, that was probably if Eddie was gonna miss that 7 ball, this was probably the best outcome that he could have asked for. I think Josh was wanting a little different safety than what he got there. Luckily, the cue ball's on the rail. Of course, the 7's way too close to the pocket. I mean, Eddie should be able to go 3 rails here for position on the 8 in the right corner down there. Let's see if that's what he does. Looks like he's waiting on David Anderson on the table next to him. All right, here we go. Let's see if Eddie can hit this ball. What's crazy is this is just as difficult of a shot, I think, than the 7 ball that he just missed. All right, so here we go. See if he can get 3 rail shape on the 8 ball. not quite. The cue ball got a little too close to that corner pocket, almost scratched. Let's see if he goes for this combo now, or if he wants to play safe. I personally probably go for the combo. There is a safety there. Maybe try to put the cue ball behind the 9. Either way, it's definitely not a shot that you want. Told you that 7 ball was a tough shot. I mean, being the cue ball on the rail made it difficult. I think he's looking at the safe here. Basically just kind of thin the 8 ball, bring the cue ball over on the left side rail, and then below the 9. Yeah, I didn't see him call the 9, so I think he is going to try to play safe. Yeah, I think that's the correct shot there. Again, almost scratched. Still not a bad safety play there, though. One good thing about this for Josh is, though, if he makes this 8 ball, it is almost natural shape for the 9. So maybe just bear down here and focus on making the ball. I mean, not the easiest shot at all. No, Josh is going to play safe also. This is why these two guys are great players right here. Neither one of them are really going to try anything crazy, especially when it comes to a late ball in the rack like this. All right, so now let's see. See if Eddie tries to play safe again or if he banks this ball. And he's great at banking balls. And I will say he's very good at banking balls and moving the cue ball where it needs to go. So I would not be surprised at all if he does go for this one. I think he was kind of looking at it. Oh yeah, see, he did go for it. He's not going to quite get it. And it looks like he's going to leave Josh a shot as the cue and the 8 kind of collide there about center table. I really thought if Eddie went for that he would make it. Kind of surprised me that he didn't. He didn't fire it in like I thought he would either, though. I thought he would, just get up there and fire it in. Like he kind of hit it like medium speed. Josh does make the 8, calls the 9 in the left corner. Does make the 9, and Josh Newman is on the hill, up 6-4, and it's his break next. First time in this match, a player has had a 2-game lead. Let's see if he can break and run for the win here. And just in case this is the last rack, we'll thank our sponsors once more. Paul Harrison Custom Cues, Erus Productions Laser Engraving, and RJ Ward Crawl Professionals. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for sponsoring this event. We really appreciate it. Alright, so let's see what Josh can do here. He's going to break from the left again, probably, is what I presume. Looks like I'm going to be correct. His last break was the best one that he had so far of this match. Looks like he's going to scratch. Kind of popped the cue ball a little bit. Solid break, though. Did make 2 balls, also scratch. So Eddie with ball in hand. This has not happened really in this match yet. Sadly, not really the best layout, as I think the 2 ball does not go in that corner down there. The 7 ball is in the way. He should be able to make the 1 up here in the right corner, slide down to right below the 9 and play the 2 in the left corner down there. Now he's going to play it a little differently than that. Still definitely going to try to get the cue ball where I want it. I think he just prefers to draw it this way. Oh no, he went forward with it. I figured if he was lining up for the 1 on that side, he was definitely gonna go forward. Makes a little more sense that way. I like to play the 1, like I said at first, on the right, drawing the cue ball down table. Not as straight in as he was wanting this ball. Fires it in though, great shot. Cue ball avoids the 7, gets perfect. Not quite perfect, came up a tiny bit short. Still a great shot though. rattled the 5 ball in. It wiped its feet, so to speak, as some people say. He's moving a little quicker now. He's moving. He's kind of maybe he's starting to get in pace here a little bit. He knows this match could be over with his next miss. All right, great shot on the 6 ball there. Avoids the 8, comes back down for center table. Perfect shape on the 7. All right, he does make the 7. Looks like he's going to have, well, if the cue ball stops, probably not the exact angle that he was wanting on this 8 ball, as the 9 does not go in the side. Still should just be able to roll this ball forward, have the 9 all the way up. Let's see if that's what he does. I think he overhit it. I think he was actually trying to. I think he was trying to go above the 9 and play the 9 down here in this corner that we're close to. I was a little surprised he did it that way. Got a lucky roll though, straight in on the 9 in the corner over there. Great shot by Eddie. Great out. Makes it 6-5 now. He says he's not done yet. He says this match ain't over yet. Now he's going to be breaking here. You got to think he's due for. You got to think the way he's been breaking this match, he might be due for a break and run. And he just got out that rack there pretty much from the break when Josh scratched. And Eddie really has broke the best among these two in this match. I mean, twice he made 3 balls. Even the other 3 times, well, the 2 other times he scratched, but still had a great break. All right, let's see. He breaks from the right side. Looks like he's going to stick with it here. His last break of this match, win or lose this rack. All right, he makes a ball. Is he going to make 2 balls? He's going to make 2 balls. He's actually going to have a shot on the 1. Actually has a shot on the 1. I told you I thought he was due. I told you I thought he was due a shot. Let's see. I mean, it is a shot. It's not the easiest of shots to get shape on the next ball, but it is a shot. He's taking his time a little bit. Smart play here. Make sure you're locked in and focused here. He's gonna play the 1 all the way up there in the left corner. Great shot. Now has the 2 in the side. And really from here it's almost connect the dots as he's waiting on somebody on the table next to him. If he makes this 2 ball here, like I said, it's almost just connect the dots, and it looks like we might have a hill matchup. Which we have been very fortunate today to have some great matches here on this stream table here at the Smokin Cue for this 9-ball event. 51 players. It looks like he's still waiting. Not sure exactly who he's waiting on or what they're doing. All right, here we go. Let's see if he can squeeze this 2 ball in the side pocket here. He's had plenty of time to look at it. Oh yeah, he got that ball. Got pretty close to the 4 there. I'm pretty sure he wasn't wanting to be that close. But still, just kind of stunned this ball over here to the rail. Didn't quite get to the rail. Even better. Well, he almost ended up on the rail. Like I said, both players have kind of been hitting some balls here. I don't know, maybe this table is playing fast now, but they have not been playing perfect position play in this match. All right, great shot right there by Eddie. Straight in on the 7 in the side. Going to leave a little bit of an angle. Well, he's trying to look. Maybe he wants to be straight in and just draw it back. I like to leave a little bit of an angle on this 8-ball. I guess he likes to be straight in. Yeah, he wants to be straight in and just draw this cue ball back. That's pretty much exactly where he was like. Let's see. He just pointed at the table again at his spot. Let's see if he gets there. I don't think he needs to be that close to the 9. I think he can just kind of draw this ball back just below the side pocket. Play it a little safe, like don't try to overdo it and end up on that rail down there. Yeah, see, yeah, he pointed at a spot that he wanted, but I think once it came time to actually shoot the ball, he kind of was like, "Hey, don't overdo it, don't fuck up." Oops, sorry, don't mess up. Sorry for the language there. Um, so he ended up kind of hitting it a little safer, but still pretty good shape on this 9 ball. Does make it. Nice shot. Hill match. We got another Hill thriller here, ladies and gentlemen. 6-6. One game. Winner is in the cash. Josh's break. Remember, we were sponsored by Paul Harrison Custom Cues, Erus Productions Laser Engraving, and RJ Ward Crawl Professionals. Let's see what happens here. Does Josh break and run on the hill? I mean, you want to be breaking in this position. So Josh is in the position that he wants. All right, looks like he's going to make a ball. Going to make 2 balls. Does that ball go? Makes 3 balls. Not really a shot. As I think that 5 came down and just kind of bumped the cue ball a little bit to where he would have had a tough cut to now. He has maybe a bank, maybe he can try a super cut shot, or maybe he can just play safe. Let's see what happens. Wouldn't surprise me if he just goes for this ball. No, he tries to bank it. Kind of rattled. I thought he hit it pretty good. Kind of rattled. He had shape on the 3. I'm pretty sure Eddie can see this ball here. Let's see how. I mean, he should make. Well, it's not the easiest shot, but I feel like somebody of Eddie's caliber should make this ball. Let's see what kind of shape he gets, though. Really, if you make this ball and get good shape on the 3, you're out. You win this match. You're in the top 8 of the. You're in the final 8 of the winner's side. Guaranteed top 12 of the tournament. Guaranteed to make some money. Let's see. See what he does here on this shot. All right, he doesn't like it. Wiping off his cue, stood up. Going to chalk again. All right, let's see. Oh, he does make it. Great position. Oh yeah, got a little bounce there off the corner of the side pocket to not be on the rail. Very solid shot there by Eddie Little. If he can get this cue ball back to the center of the table, then he's looking good. Ooh, he doesn't like it. He's going to stand up again, going to chalk again. He's definitely taking his time here on both these balls so far. Oh, did he? No, perfect. Perfect draw shot. All right, looks like he's definitely taking his time a little bit on this rack. I don't know exactly what he's looking at here. Is he going to... Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can see where he wants the cue ball. Both players have been overhitting some balls, though. So this, I mean, honestly, this rack is a little ways away from being over. I'm just saying, like, let's don't count it. Let's don't count it yet. He's going to get almost exactly where he was wanting. Nah, I think he overhit it, actually. Now all of a sudden, this becomes a tad bit tricky. He's probably about a foot to the right of where he wanted to be. Well, we couldn't have had an easy out here. We needed a tiny bit of drama here on this hill rack. I mean, what fun would it be if we didn't? The way this match has gone too. So let's see what he does here. He's looking at all kind of angles. I mean, I would try to roll forward with it. Would be what I would try to do. I just don't know if that's. I don't know. I think maybe trying to draw it back with some power draw. That's exactly what he's trying to do. And that's exactly what he did, ladies and gentlemen. Great shot. That was the winning shot pretty much right there. Now looks like he's going to wait. Looks like he's going to wait on David Anderson there again over on the right table. Eddie's checking out the angle that he has here on this 7 ball. He's probably played these 2 shots right here a million times in his life. Of course, under a little bit of pressure, it's always a little tougher. Let's see what he does here. You saw where he pointed? Let's see if he can get there. Definitely making sure he's chalked up. Doesn't like it. Going to stand up again. I think he's done that every ball this rack. Now he's pointing on the other side. So now he's just going to kind of basically stun the cue ball down there, I think. No, he ended up going forward. Didn't get where he pointed on that side of the ball either, though. I think he ended up playing it just a tad bit safe. Gonna let Matt Lucas shoot before he gets down there for the 9. Almost the same shot he had last rack. So we know he can make it. Let's see if he fires it in, if he plays it soft. Maybe you never know. Maybe something crazy will happen too. He's looking at it, though. He's taking his time for the win. Oh, yeah, he hits it nice and smooth. Great shot by Eddie Little. Great match by both of these guys. Eddie Little with the win, 7-6, Hill against Josh Newman. Eddie Little into the final 8 of the winner's side. Josh Newman now to the loser's side. Let's see if he can grind through. Maybe we'll see him again here on the live stream for the pool series at the Smokin Cue, sponsored by Paul Harrison Custom Cues, Erus Productions Laser Engraving, and RJ Ward Crawl Professionals. Thank you so much, guys.